Okay, in this video, let's take a look at the golf swing of Barry Henson. Plays on the European Tour and the Asian Tour, and Barry's been a student of mine for a long time, know him really well, so let's take a look at his swing. And just a quick reminder, if it is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button as well, so let's take a look. So with Barry's swing, he's 42 years old, so has massive power, mainly due to his dedication to fitness. He's incredibly strong, works out a ton, so let's take a look here. As he goes up, one thing he's very good at is keeping the club on plane in the takeaway. We do work to get the face a little more open sometimes, but up at the top here, great position for a rotational type of player. There's a lot of talk these days about getting the pressure down into the legs for power, something Barry's been doing sort of innately since I've known him. And that sitting move there, super powerful, especially with the work he does in the gym. Left arm just plastered to the chest. You can see that there's no pulling of the arms whatsoever. And as he planes that thing out halfway down, this secondary plane, if we look at this coming in, he keeps that club exactly on that plane through impact, right forearm on the plane, shaft on the plane, and through exit exactly on plane with the green line. So he's playing really well. Those lines are matching up beautifully, and he's really getting it going recently out of the European Tour. Since he is a player that creates less hinge than other players sometimes, really helps him to be a great wedge player. And his club goes up. Sort of a 3/4 look, not a full hinge, which is really the kind of hallmark for a lot of great wedge players. And then as that thing drops down, like you said, he sits down, drops down. You can see the level changing, which a lot of good rounded players do. That helps you to plane that club out and keep the arms out of it. Back down to the plane. Feet quiet like we see with a lot of great wedge players. And great face control on the way through. This ball threw in there about 10 feet from the pin, just past the pin and spun it right back. So in this clip, let's take one more look at the wedge shot here and the wedge swing. So if you're struggling to be a good wedge player, this is something you can really copy. Not a full wrist cock with the wedge. Just keep that thing back here, the way Barry does it, like a Steve Stricker. That allows you to come in and have a much shallower approach angle and not getting too steep. If you get real steep on your wedges, the ball shoots up the face and gives you too much spin, and being wider and shallower really helps you to be a great wedge player and get the control you're looking for coming through the shot. You can see here, hitting a fairway wood, that good rotational players coming back don't get the face too open. And sometimes his face is too closed, and we do work on that, but it's worse to be too open here than too closed. If you're a rotational player, then that great left wrist position at the top. There's that power move, sitting and rotating, getting that club on plane. And once again here, club face in great position. No hands needed to get that club working through impact. Very stable face through the bottom. And then a full release and rip into the finish. This angle, really good to see the power move, that modern power move of the sit down into the legs. Very sweepy move for Barry on the way back, sort of drags it some degree, but creates a huge wide turn with the arms and shoulders. Like I said, boat at the top, kind of like Dustin Johnson. You can see here, he doesn't have a lot of flex at this point. Just sort of a normal setup here in terms of winding it up. And then there's the down move. There's that sit and rotate move. Left knee moving around, left hip moving around. And once he's in this position, can push super hard for power. There's that push move through the foot. And that's one of the reasons he creates so much force, that the flexibility and of course all that training in the gym. Okay, and looking at a driver from this angle, really working on, you can see these great players as they wind it up, get that lower body moving, how they end up back with the spine angle and really allowing the club to hit more upward into the ball with a positive approach angle. Like I said, and that pressure through the ground, through the legs, delivering the club. If you're not striking your driver as solidly as you want to hit it, just like the irons, you must have that handle slightly forward coming in like Barry does here to really get the sweet spot and compress it and get this sort of that spring effect off the club face. Full release. And you can tell by the angle of the body, like I said, great players know how to get that ball launching correctly off the driver. You can see here hitting a fairway wood that good rotational players coming back don't get the face too open. And sometimes his face is too closed, and we do work on that, but it's worse to be too open here than too closed if you're a rotational player. Then that great left wrist position at the top. There's that power move, sitting and rotating, getting that club on plane. And once again here, club face in great position. No hands needed to get that club working through impact. Very stable face through the bottom. And then a full release and rip into the finish. Okay, well, that'll wrap it up for this video. Barry Henson, thank you so much for watching. And once again, just a reminder, if it is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button as well. And we'll see you in the next one.